What's up, guys? We're back. It's Thursday, August 3rd, 2023, and I'm just hanging out underneath my citrus tree here. And of course, we got to stay hydrated. You got to stay hydrated. So later on, we'll be having some nice beers, but for now, we're going to start with the Monster just to make sure we're hydrated. So I spent the morning trading stocks, checking out my Amazon stock going up to the moon because the earnings were good and everybody's buying Amazon. And now I just checked out my Apple, and Apple is kind of up and down a little bit from earnings. It beat expectations, but you know how people are. You don't know what the market's going to do. But we're here to check out the avocados. I'm finally back. Alright, so I was on vacation and finally back, and it's good to be back, and it's good to kind of check out the grove and make sure everything's okay. And as you know, we've had a hot couple of weeks, and right now everything looks pretty good for the most part. I had my irrigation set for heat wave mode, which is essentially adding a couple extra irrigation cycles in during the day. So that extra cycle during the day kind of helped out, I think. So let's walk around. Let's check out kind of what the fruit looks like right now and check out how everything is actually doing. All right, Jan Boyce doing okay. I only got a couple fruit on there. It's very sparse. Let me see if I could zoom into one of them so you can actually see. It's kind of hard to see on my, oh yeah, right there. So kind of hard to see on my screen because it's so bright out here. Blue skies, kind of hot, probably in the 90s right now. And we got all sorts of new growth coming in, which is right there, you can see. But not very much fruit this year from the Jan Boyce. Edinger, doing good, hanging in there. And nice and green still. There's some fruit on here. Let me I guess what I can do is this is a this is a 16-ounce Monster. This is like 2 servings, right? You're only supposed to do half of this, but who does half of a can? Anyways, so here's an Edinger fruit and size comparison to the Monster can, and I probably have about 6 or 8 that I could find, and sometimes when you start looking you find more. Hass, this is the Hass that I grew from a 15-gallon. Let me walk back a little bit to kind of get it into scale so you can see. It's doing really good. We got some fruit, not a lot of fruit, but there is fruit. We'll go in there so you can see. Right there, there's one fruit right there, one right there. You can see the size. There's some down here, kind of weird. That's the size of the fruit right now from the Hass. Doing good still. Zutano doing okay, no fruit. This Hass, on the other hand, this I grew from a 5-gallon. So I think I've been kind of chatting back and forth with Gregory, and you know, one of the things that I did here was grew this one from a 5-gallon, grew this one from a 15-gallon, and I got fruit first on my 15-gallon, but if you look at my 5-gallon, it kind of outgrew my 15-gallon already. So we have fruit on here now, and it's kind of loaded actually. And let's see if I can show you one of the fruit right there. There's more in here, just right there. So it's doing well. It's got lots of fruit. Let me see. Hopefully I can. It's kind of hard to see the screen, so hopefully it comes in. But they're all over. So this thing has probably, my guess is probably 100 fruit, which is awesome for a Hass. So can't wait for that. Start harvesting that next year. Lots of little fruit all over the place. And then my other 5-gallon Hass is doing okay. It's catching up to this one. As you know, this one and this one used to be, I bought, were supposed to be reeds, and they're actually Hass. So it's all good because now we're getting fruit. And let me see if I can go into this one. About the same size as the other Hass. So let's go check out some other stuff. My little gem that my lawn service folks snapped the top off by accident. Of course, they were trimming my eucalyptus and it snapped the top off. It's making a little bit of a comeback, so it's kind of a good thing. This is the Anaheim, just not doing much. It's kind of sad, but I'm just gonna hold on to it. Here, this one's another Hass that I got from Brokaw, and it's on Dusa, so doing well. Actually, it's doing really good. It's got new growth coming out of the top, so happy to have this guy. And here is my Carmen Hass, and you can see it's got some new growth coming in here from the top, and it's kind of reaching out, which is good. I have one fruit. Let me see if I could find it. Oh, there it is, right there. So that's the one fruit that I got on this Carmen Hass. So I got this from Brokaw. And this is my reed. Reed's doing well. It's kind of next to this eucalyptus, which is a little bit of a problem. I think eventually this eucalyptus is going to get ripped out. It's going to be expensive, but I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to wait for these guys to get a little bigger. It does have some fruit in there. Let's see if I can find some real quick. Put the monster down. Oh yeah, it's in there. I don't know if I should keep these, but I kind of want to keep them. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, the ball doing okay. Got this from Brokaw, just hanging in there. My Edernal, on the other hand, is doing great. This guy is hanging in there. It did have a little bit of a heat burn up top, but the new growth's coming in and it's doing okay. So I got one fruit. Hopefully it's still on there. Let me see if I can find it still. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it. So that's about the size right now. And then Jim Bacon. This looks like a cuke to me, but that's the only thing I could find on this, so I didn't do. I think Jim Bacon's probably do better up north. It seems to struggle here, and plus I have it next to this eucalyptus, so can't really confirm if it's just the eucalyptus or the fact that it's in Southern California versus Northern California. I've seen Jim Bacon's in Northern California do a lot better. So one of my gems. I got one fruit in this guy from what I saw. You can see that, there it is. So back this way. Here is a lamb Hass, doing okay. It's got some fruit in there. The fruit's a little bigger than some of the other ones. And there's a couple more over here. You see that? Sorry, my camera work is amazing, I know. Yeah, so there's that. Pause. All right, Mexicola. I think this is a Mexicola Grande, even though the tag said Mexicola, but the way that the fruit looks and the way it's kind of shaped, I think it's a Mexicola Grande. So in any case, I found that we have 3 fruit. Here's the size of the can for comparison for you guys. Forte is making a comeback, hanging in there. Leaves are getting a little scorched on this side because of the sun. The Surprise, oh my gosh, the Surprise is handling the heat really well. I got no fruit, but I was really thinking about ripping it out, but the fact that it's handling the heat really well, and if we start to get fruit, I think that's a good deal. Because for me, I want to get trees that have little effort for my end to be able to produce a lot of fruit. So we'll see how this does. So this is the surprise. All right, so I got another Hass. This guy is loaded. This one used to be a holiday, and well, I bought it as a holiday. Turns out it's a Hass because the fruit are Hass-like. I've already got fruit last year, but this year it's absolutely loaded. So we're going to be harvesting a lot of Hass avocados next year, enjoying a lot of them. So big clusters all over the place. Here's some down low. You can see that. Everywhere I look, I see them. So you get really good at looking at and finding avocados in weird spots that even though the color is the same as the leaves, sometimes you just know what to look for and you see it. So this is a holiday. That's a Hass. We'll call it a Hass. Doing great. My one and only Pinkerton, it set some fruit, but it dropped. So excited to have a Pinkerton in the yard here. And actually I want to get another Pinkerton, so debating on how to do that. I might take a scion wood off of that and graft it onto something else. So, all right, so this is my little avocado. I got lots of fruit on the inside, which is kind of cool. I really wanted to show you guys this because this is the first year I got fruit from my little avocado. And here, let me go in here. That's kind of how big the fruit is right now. It's funny because people see the variety, little avocado, they probably think it's going to be a little avocado, but the fruit's actually bigger than it has. The tree is small, so if you want a smaller tree in your yard, this might be the way to go. And what I like about it is that the fruit kind of hangs on the inside, so the leaves really protect it. So this is a really good surprise this year, and I probably have, I don't know, 20 to 30 fruit on this little guy. Let me see if I can back it up so you can see. Okay, backing it up so you can see. And right next to it is a Gwen. Gwen's holding on to its fruit also. This is a Gwen on Toro Canyon rootstock. So, okay, I got lots of bees now, so I gotta like be quick in this area, which is crazy because we got no bees earlier in the year when we got flowers, but we got flowers really late, and now we got tons of bees. So this is, I think this is called Carapia, which is kind of like a really drought tolerant type of plant that requires very little water. So I have this right next to my, this is a Carmen. I gotta make sure I don't get stung, but Carmen Hass. Here's the fruit. There's probably about 20, 25-ish fruit. So now people have been asking, they want to see this guy. This is my green gold. So the green gold is doing well. It's got some new growth up here. So it was a little small, but now it's starting to take off and it's handling the heat okay. So right here is a reed, and I got some fruit in this reed, which I think I showed you guys last time, but let's see how big these guys are right now. So okay, there they are. Here's a fruit right there. That might be my screenshot right there. Reed. So you know it's reed, it's more round. And of course the Esther. Esther's doing great. It's got lots of fruit on here. So if you guys have seen some of my old videos, for sure, I really recommend getting the Esther. It's decent fruit. It's got lots of fruit. Gets fruit really quickly. So definitely a must get if you guys want to get a fruit tree in your backyard, avocado at least. So this is a lamb, another lamb. Sorry for the barking dog there, but see if I can go in. Hopefully you guys can see that. Lamb. It's getting hot, lots of bees. So I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Thanks for joining me on this little journey. Here's my SC Gold, doing great. Got new growth. Stay hydrated, you guys. Make sure your avocados are hydrated. I gotta definitely stay hydrated. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.